Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little bit of gardening. I'm going to show you basically what I'm going to do to set everything up, to get everything ready. This is just the beginning of everything. So keep along, subscribe, and I'll be periodically just showing you the transition from seeds to full-blown plants, and then from vegetables. So stay tuned for that. Again, I'm still going to be continuing the unconventional side hustles, but to kind of switch it up and throw something a little bit in the mix, we're going to be doing this. You may be asking, what does this have to do with investing? So I have an Airbnb. The Airbnb is on 20 acres, so that's a lot of land. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be offering guests to be able to pick their own fruits and vegetables to cook at the Airbnb. So this is in a sense an investment, but at the same time I actually love gardening, so it's actually a bit relieving and de-stressing for me. So that's the reason we are doing that. I was like, you know what, I haven't done it in a while, so we're gonna get back into it. And you know, obviously it's investment, but at the same time we are also going to do something that I actually enjoy and that I find very relaxing to do. So stay tuned, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So I bought everything I needed here. So my mindset on this was I'm going to continue to do it for as long as I can until I get tired of doing this. So I already started buying reusable potters so I can do it over and over again, year after year. I got a little plastic tray for like the onions and carrots, things that are a little bit different. And then I got some of these. These are a little bit more like a disposable deal, but it has like a little greenhouse setup, so we're going to do that as well. And this is going to be more for like the bigger seeds. This is going to be more for like the smaller seeds that just need room to grow to start out. And this is a bigger one, so it's going to be more for like the tomatoes, watermelons, and things like that. But yeah, and then at the end I'm going to wrap everything up in plastic wrap here. So everything will be wrapped in plastic wrap to keep the moisture inside these cells, with the exception of this one because it already has a plastic here that goes over. But this one is also going to have plastic wrap as well, which I was actually quite surprised with. This thing's actually pretty durable, so pretty surprised to find that. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and cut off these things here. So you might be asking, oh, look at this, this is pretty sweet. So you might be asking what this is pretty cool. I didn't know this was here. If I would have known, I would have cut it. So now I need to be careful with this one. I forgot the heck I was gonna say. Cool, this is actually pretty sweet. I'll probably just glue this thing together again. Unfortunately I already cut it, but it's all right, not too big of a deal. This is pretty cool. Yeah, I'll probably be getting some stakes once we put this into the ground. So right now it's gonna be kept in a room that has a heater going to keep it at around 70 degrees. And then of course it's going to be wrapped with plastic to keep the moisture on the plants or on the soil. So we're going to put this aside for right now. Now if you are curious what type of Airbnb it is, we are called Geodomes of South Texas. It'll all be linked down below as well, in case you're interested in doing something like this. In case you're interested in staying with us, we have great reviews and a lot of reoccurring people that come back and visit us. And we're actually featured in a Houston magazine as the top 13 places to visit in Texas within our first year, by the way. So the business hasn't been in business for that long, but it's still getting recognized because it is so different, so unique. And our angle is basically to bring people back to nature, bring people back to the basics. That's pretty much our angle, but also to give a little bit of an upscale luxury feel, but at the same time, you know, taking things back to basics. All right, so let's go ahead and start getting dirty now. So this is, I assume, where you're going to be putting the water. It's going to be able to get water there, and then I'll wrap it up here. So we're going to break this up. Now if you are curious what type of Airbnb it is, we are called Geodomes of South Texas. It'll all be linked down below as well, in case you're interested in doing something like this. in case you're interested in staying with us, we have great reviews and a lot of reoccurring people that come back and visit us. We were actually featured in a Houston magazine as the top 13 places to visit in Texas within our first year, by the way. So the business hasn't been in business for that long, but it's still getting recognized because it is so different, so unique. And our angle is basically to bring people back to nature, bring people back to the basics. That's pretty much our angle, but also to give a little bit of an upscale luxury feel, but at the same time, you know, taking things back to basics. All right, so let's go ahead and start getting dirty now. So this is, I assume, where you're going to be putting the water. It's going to be able to get water there, and then I'll wrap it up here. So we're going to break this up. So I think we're going to keep the tomatoes in here the longest. I think we'll put tomatoes in here. Now these seeds have gone up quite a bit actually though. I'll put a couple of them. I usually put like 3 or 4 seeds per square. And then if they all sprout out, I take the strongest ones. And I pluck out the, I thin out basically the ones that are not as strong. And that's how I usually do it. Man, this is all gonna be tomato, it looks like. Yeah, that should be plenty of tomatoes. This is actually more than I anticipated. Okay, so this one's gonna be done. This is all tomato. All cherry tomato too. I actually like cherry tomatoes because I can just grab them off the vine and eat them like that because they're so small. You can pop them in like grapes. And these tomato plants actually produce quite a bit of tomatoes. These little cherry tomatoes will produce a lot. This is way more tomato plants than I had anticipated, so I'm just letting them go kind of heavy. I'm not going to be able to fit all of this into a garden. I'm making a decent sized garden, but it's not, you know, crazy huge. my dog over there is got a ball stuck and now she cannot get it out, so now she's whining about it. This is everyday occurrence. These are my kids. Alright guys, so we have a little ledger here. We have one, so all I did was put an orange dot on the tray. You can barely see it, but I put an orange dot there, orange dot on paper, orange dot here, orange dot on the tray. And then this is the order we just have them in. So one of the trays is green, one of the trays is blue, so that was pretty simple. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Now I'm just gonna water them. Alright guys, so the easy part is now done. We've got the seeds started. Or planted, I guess I should say, not started yet, but we got them planted. The next thing to do is going to be getting the ground ready. That's going to be the real challenge. Dang. This is gonna be my best option here. Just gonna kind of water them from afar, from a distance. All right. Alrighty guys, until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.